Alright, here's my Note 2, and this is the 6-axis controller app for it. I'm filming this on my girlfriend's iPhone because I don't have any other camera. So I'm going to click on Start the Server. Well, Super User is going to turn on my Bluetooth, and it's going to start listening for controllers. At which point I'm going to press power on the PlayStation controller, and these blinking lights should go solid. That means it says Client 1 connected, battery status medium. That means the controller's on there, and you have to change the input method over here from Samsung keyboard or swipe. You have to change the input method to 6-axis. And that gives this app the power to use the inputs and all that good stuff on permissions. So then you can see this touch profile over here. It's Modern Combat 4. I had to custom make this using their touch profile customizer. And to show you a little sneak peek of that, menu button, you go into Preferences, you go to Touch Emulation, Edit Touch Profiles. Now I can load the profile I made, Modern Combat 4, and you can see all you do is you make buttons. You press the menu key, and then it says Add Button, then you assign it what you want it to be on the controller. So I already have like analog left, analog right, analog left, and it brings it up, and then you can go into each button after you place it, and you can look at button properties. And here you can change all the sensitivities to make sure it's working as it would, in a real PS3 game. And this one's actually pretty tricky, so you can drag them all around. When you add a button, it'll start here in the middle, and you can move it wherever. You can resize the analog ones. This is actually a swipe key because in the game, up here, to change your weapon, you have to swipe across the screen. So you can actually go into Properties, Button Properties, Touch Mode. You can tell it how it is. You can make it a swipe up, just a normal tap. I have it set to swipe right. Swipe right. Backing out. I'm going to say no, don't save my changes in case I change anything. So then I'm going to fire it up, Modern Combat, and show you how it works on here. Let me turn my brightness up. Oh, seriously. It doesn't look like it's gonna... It doesn't want to change my orientation, so it means I have to use Linksys router box. Seriously, of course. Good enough, I think. Alright. At this point, you can't actually use the controller because it's not mapped for this kind of touch layout. Oh, there's it's like 6 buttons here. So I'm going to go into Campaign, and I'm just going to say continue my game. I only played this for like 20 minutes last night, setting this controller up. I'm quite surprised. It actually inspired me to make this video because I think this is pretty impressive. Okay, so there you go.
Delta team's pinned, but the area
Look
ahead is
around.
swarming with hostiles. Blake, use the remote to
Right.
deploy the drone. Secure this area
Down,
so
look
we can
up.
advance.
Move forward. Okay, I got L1 for aim. It's actually a tap though, so you have to tap it. You don't hold it in, and when you tap it again, it releases it, which I think they should be able to change. I have L3, the click in. They're gonna make me control this drone. Actually, right now I am having some problems. I need to go and play with the sensitivity. But I am playing this with the PS3 controller. It's still hard, you know. I'm gonna say it's not perfect because I don't have the 6-axis touch profile set up perfectly yet. I only had 2 days to play with this. Well, last night. And you can see pieces flying off of them. That's nice. The rockets coming in.
Drone is gone. Nice shooting. Time to move in.
See, but it's actually pretty fluid on this note too.
Walker, we
I think I'm getting good frame rates.
was able to make a call from inside the conference center. The security hired for the summit, Saunders Global Security, are the ones
Albeit this camera isn't very good recording. Look, I got weapon swap. That's the swipe up here. The swipe button I had placed, slide across here. I have that mapped to the triangle key. So, see, I change my weapon. And reload. Reload is you would tap on the gun. Triangle I have set to, yeah, I'm going to change weapon. Square, no, triangle, yeah, and square is reload. Circle I have set to crouch, which is actually over here in the corner. This is your left analog stick I have placed in the touch profile. And the right one, there actually isn't a button for it on here. So I just made it really wide and broad to cover that area without interfering with any of these other touch buttons, because when it was overlapping, it was making it fire, like since it was over the fire button, which I have assigned to R1, it was making it fire. And then I just put start and not the start key to pause up in the corner, which when I pause it, it works, but I can't unpause it, which I'm not sure why. Maybe if I made it the key a little longer. Yeah, I think that might help. I might be able to unpause too. So right there, you can long press and go back into the touch profile editor. So I want to change this start button. Can I make it any bigger? No, I don't think I can. Button properties, touch mode, swipe distance. It's not a swipe. I'm just gonna put it like in this area a little lower to see if it will bridge the gap, that little space between the two places, if you know what I mean. And while I'm in here, I think this one was giving me problems. Which one was it? Yeah, it must have been. So I'm going to try and raise this dead zone, because I think that is the issue. I'm not quite fully understanding. Minimum offset percentage from center position before input occurs. So you have to have it tilted a little farther on the actual gamepad before it starts to get the signal, I think. Alright, well, let's just try that. That's what I've been doing, testing it out, going in, back and forth. You have to say save profile. Save as modern combat, yes. Alright, now that it's saved, I can jump right back into the game and see if the pause button works. It does. It does, the touch profile now. Since I moved that button down, if you imagine back in there, it was up here in the corner, and then I moved it down just a hair to cover both the spaces, because in here it's lower than it is up here. So it'll work. Now I can pause and unpause. Guess I have to jump this. Yeah, there we go. Which is not actually jump, run works as the jump button. But this is actually looking pretty good. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, working pretty good. Yes. Clearly I blew that because I had the swipe up and I don't have a key assigned for swipe up. So I'm going to have to take over here. There we go. What else we got? Ooh, it's brutal. But yeah, let me just try and shoot a few people.
Check those corners.
You run, hold it in with L3 to click.
Friendly! Hold your fire! We know what's on the other side. Negative. Command's requesting a surgical strike instead of bombarding the beach. Stack the door, tear the breach, and clear. Once in, move to cover, and neutralize all hostiles. Ready? Let's go! Move out! Clear the area!
So I actually have R2 set up to throw my grenades. Is he gonna get him? Yep. Oh my gosh, I got him.
Reinforcements! We have hostiles! Hostile kill!
It's actually quite nice because of the plus the tracking in the game itself. Because who plays this with a controller? It's hard to play with touch buttons, so they make it easier to aim and all that. Can't go prone, I don't think so. Now, if this was on a big tablet like the Nexus 10, or, you know, a really fast tablet, it would be awesome. I'll admit though,